The level of ancient architecture in our country is very developed. This leads to puzzles in many of the buildings. No one has cracked it yet. Let's take stock today. 5 unsolved mysteries of ancient architecture. The mystery of the first hanging temple. There is a very strange building in our country. Probably many of you have heard of it, or even seen it. That is the Hanging Temple, which is known as only a few pillars. Hanging Temple is located in Hengshan Mountain in Datong, Shaanxi Province. He is the only one in our country. A unique temple of Taoism and Buddhism in one. This temple was built in 491 AD, when it was first built. The highest triangular ionization ground group is 90 meters. Later, because of the accumulation of silt on the riverbed over the years, there are only 58 meters left. On the west side of Jinlong Gorge in Hengshan, between the cliffs of Kuipingfeng, Hanging Temple is located here. From a distance, the Hanging Temple is like an exquisite sculpture embedded in a million blade cliff. Seems very dangerous. He faced Hengshan, back to Kupin, upload majesty, lower zero abyss. The frame of the entire temple, all wood frame structures. He only relies on a few pillars. It has persisted for more than 1,500 years. Many people are curious, why is that? Can he last so long without damage? After research by archaeologists, it was discovered that all the attics and walkways of the Hanging Temple, they have beams. These beams are about 50 centimeters in diameter and buried deep in the rock. The part buckled on the outside, it's only about a meter long. According to statistics, there are 27 such beams in total. These are the beams, is the key to provoking the entire attic. The reason these beams are so strong, mainly, the beams have been treated uniquely. The beam is inserted into the stone hole, and one end is hit with the scorpion. After hitting the hole, the scorpion will open the beam. The beam will be firmly stuck to the stone wall. The effect is equivalent to today's expansion. The deeper the bolt goes, the tighter it is fixed. Plus Limu, together, they form a powerful support system. It ensured that the hanging of the pavilion would not fall off. The second mystery of Laolan's disappearance. Lulan is in people's hearts. It has always been a mysterious existence, but he is as beautiful as Princess Lulan. Eliminate jade damage with fragrance. In the early 21st century, Chinese archaeological team heads to the desert to find ancient kingdom of Lulan. Finally dug him out of the desert. The ancient city of Lulan is finally revealed to the world. After discovering the ancient city of Lulan, the archaeological team immediately launched a large-scale excavation of cultural relics. The discovery of one of these things shocked the world. That's the mummified corpse of Princess Lulan. It can be seen from the corpse of the princess. It used to be dominated by the splendid civilizations of various countries and hybrids, more revealing Eastern and Western cultures. They were learning from each other at that time. The cultures of the world collide here. Finally, let Lulan reach its peak. But that's how Johnson & Johnson's Lulan, but suddenly disappeared from the world overnight. What exactly caused Lulan to disappear? At present, there are mainly the following statements. The first is that the war caused Lulan to disappear. Maybe there was a very strong army. Enter Lulan. After entering the city, they burned, killed, and looted. Eventually, the city became an empty city. Over time, the city is buried under the sand. The second is caused by climate change. During the Johnson & Johnson period, there's plenty of precipitation, but then the climate slowly got drier. People were forced to flee Lulan slowly. In the end, the ancient city was buried by the wind and sand like this. The third possibility is caused by the plague. There was a huge outbreak. As a result, most of the people in the city died. The rest had to move elsewhere. The fall of the Fourth Silk Road began Laolan's prosperous trade along the Silk Road. People lived very prosperous lives. Then the Silk Road opened up a new road, and this is slowly being abandoned. The Lulan people have lost their original means of survival. Eventually, you can only migrate away. The mystery of the third Qinshi Huang Mausoleum. Terracotta warriors and horses. Since Qinshi Huang Mausoleum terracotta warriors were discovered, bringing a huge shock to the world. It is undeniable that this is the eighth wonder of the world. It has to be amazing. But, at present, according to the terracotta warriors that have been unearthed, there are still many mysteries. The first is the mystery of the terracotta warriors cemetery. Why is Qinshi Huang around his mausoleum? What about building so many Taoyong towns? Is it for burial, or for another purpose? There is still no reasonable explanation. The second is the construction puzzle. Friends who have carefully observed the terracotta warriors and horses know that there were a lot of runaways, but it's very puzzling. Escapes in the terracotta warriors pit. People haven't discovered it yet. The kiln site where the terracotta warriors were fired. How to burn terracotta warriors. Also, at a loss. The last one is that there is no commander in the terracotta warriors. Battle of the terracotta warriors. It is made according to the military system. There were infantry, car, soldiers, etc. But the strange thing is that there is no commander-in-chief courage among them. Why not set up the commander-in-chief? So far, no one has been able to explain it. The mystery of the ends of the Fourth Great Wall. The Great Wall is a treasure of Chinese culture. Before and after the construction of the Great Wall, over 2,000 years in total. It's literally the Great Wall. However, there are many places that are not connected, and there are still many early buildings that have been damaged. So much so that people still can't be sure. Where are the two ends of the Great Wall? According to the different historical materials of each dynasty. Record. The two ends of the Great Wall were also different during this period. According to historical records, Chongqing City originated in the west and Lintao, east to Liaodong. This shows that Qinshi Huang built the Great Wall at both ends. Liaodong in the east and Lintao in the west. The Great Wall, built by Qin Shi Huang, mainly includes 3 sections. The eastern section starts in what is now Huad County, Inner Mongolia, then along what is now Inner Mongolia. The border with Hebei meanders eastward, finally enter Liaoning and turn southeast. Finally, it extends to Pyongyang in North Korea, north bank of Daetong River. The final destination is Liaodong. The middle section of the Great Wall starts from Xin County, Inner Mongolia in the east, Sida Yulon, and the desert North Plains. Finally, the western section of the Great Wall is more complicated. He picked up famous counties in Gansu province, then patrolled Tao and the east coast to the north to Lintao County. Lintao is the western starting point of the Wanli Great Wall of the Qin dynasty. However, it is uncertain whether this Great Wall ever existed, because no remains have been found. The second is the Han Great Wall, Liaodong to Lop Nur area, because the nomadic peoples of the north were getting stronger. Emperor Wu of Han opened up the Hexi corridor to Lop Nur in Xinjiang. The construction of the Great Wall began on a large scale. The last one built was Yumengwan to Lop Nur section of the Great Wall, but he only has the city pier and the beacon tower. Lack of connecting city walls. The last one is Shanhaiguan Road of the Ming Great Wall, Jiaoguan. Construction never stopped during the more than 200 years of Ming rule. City walls in every state and county across the country are wrapped in bricks. It's pretty solid. Where are the 2 ends of the Great Wall? So far, it's been a lot of talk. So far, no conclusion. Why is the 5th Forbidden City called the Forbidden City? The Forbidden City was a royal palace in the Ming and Qing dynasties. At that time, the Forbidden City was also known as the Forbidden City. Friends who have been to the Forbidden City know that the Forbidden City is very big, unimaginable. Even you have been there many times. Can't go to every corner. The Forbidden City is a masterpiece of ancient architecture. The total floor area reaches 720,000 square meters. The footprint of the building, 150,000 square meters. There are more than 70 large and small palaces in the city. There are thousands of rooms alone. A building of this magnitude, it's the best preserved. It is also extremely rare in the world, listed as one of the top 5 palaces in the world. It has also become a scenic spot in our country. Emperor Chengzu of Ming Dynasty ordered the construction of the Forbidden City. It took 11 years just to prepare the building materials. For these materials, many even lost their lives. Under this massive construction, every grass in it has meaning. Then, as the name of the top priority, why is it called the Forbidden City? In fact, the name is very elegant. Because they were very focused on astrology, and ancient astrologers put the stars in the sky are divided into 3 parts, 28 constellations and other constellations. Ternary belongs to the most precious constellation, and Crepe Myrtle happens to be where heaven and earth are located, right at the center of all the stars. And with great dignity, the emperor considered himself the son of heaven and earth, the son of heaven. So, in order to correspond to celestial phenomena, the structure of the Forbidden City was built according to the stars. And so it was named the Forbidden City. Another way of saying it is, Lao Tzu analyzed Hangyu Pass from the Purple East, so people call the auspicious Qizian, and that's why the words Forbidden City.
Please like and subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for upcoming clips. Thank you.